So I'm going to be making this video today to talk about why I kind of been a little bit inactive on YouTube, and it's a very good reason. I'm not getting lazy again and disappearing for an entire month or two. What happened is I got a job recently at Chick-fil-A, and here's the thing. This video is going to be telling you why I quit the job. And what happened was, that's a great way to start off a sentence or a story, right? What happened was, no. Okay, around, I would say a week ago, I finished the interview. I went to the orientation. I got the job and everything was good. First day, I liked all the people there. There was no problems, no complications. Everything was great. Second day, I kind of started to see reasons why people hate working at fast food restaurants, because it is not, fast food joints, restaurants, whatever. It's very repetitive. Anyone who has worked at one it is incredibly repetitive. And I've been working, I'm in training, and I'm working 8 to 9 hours, which, to me, I ain't no stranger. I am not a stranger to hard work, anything like that. It's nothing. I can work just about any amount of hours. It's not a problem. I'm just wired like that. And it's a really repetitive job. And I wasn't working at just the main Chick-fil-A. I was working more at it was inside of a hospital, and next to it was a place called the cafe, where they made other food for patients and stuff like that, and whatever. So the third day comes around, and I'm working on a Saturday, and mind you, I'm a trainee, I'm still in training, and this is only my third day, and they're expecting me to work by myself, like till closing. I worked 3:30 to like 11. So I'm like, wait a minute, are you serious? Like, you expect me to work by myself? Because I didn't know that I was working by myself at the time. I found that out that Saturday when I came in, and I'm like, you guys realize that I am the only person here. I'm a trainee, especially. I haven't been here for no amount of time, only 3 days. And mind you, those 3 days I did learn quite a bit. I learned enough to almost hold my own with another person there helping me. And so everything's good, but around, like I said, I got in at 3. Around 6 o'clock, I started to feel kind of nauseous and kind of sick. So I go to the back room, and I feel like I'm about to throw up, but it just would not come out. So I did that about 3 times, and I just felt so sick. Now mind you, I wasn't like sneezing on food or anything. I just had this urge to just throw up. I started to catch a headache, and I was drinking Sprite at the time. It was helping a little bit. It really was helping. So around 8-ish is when you start to close, because their closing time is like, well, I was supposed to get off at 10:30, but closing took way too long at that time. But so like I said, after all that, I'm starting to feel sick. I'm helping customers, and I'm actually managing this by myself. No one else is here but me. I'm actually managing this entire Chick-fil-A thing by myself. Nobody has any complaints or anything. Everything is great. But like I said, I'm starting to feel sick, and I don't know what to do. I can't just get up and leave. I can leave. No one's stopping me from getting up and leaving. I can leave, but I'm not. So I'm still here. And now mind you, the cafe had like 3 or 4 people plus a supervisor there helping them. Me, I had nobody there helping me. So like around 8 o'clock, there's a lot of stuff that has to be done. You have to like put up some of the chicken. You have to cook some chicken just in case people come in and they ask for it. And you have to clean out all the frying machines. Like I said, I'm new. Some of this stuff that I know that I'm supposed to do it, but I don't know how to go about doing it. And the last thing I want to do is blow some shit up or just mess something up in general. So, I'm asking for help because, like I said, I'm a trainee, and in general in life, if you don't know how to do something, you fucking ask. That's just how you do it. You just ask, unless there's no one there to help you at all. But there's, here's this guy. I'm not going to say any names, but, here's this guy, and, I'm asking him for help. He's helping me. He was a pretty good help to an extent. And then after a while, he's getting a little bit mad at me because, I don't have everything done. Now, mind you, I'm the only person there. How you going to make one person managing, an entire Chick-fil-A? Okay, if you're watching this, that's like saying, if you work at a McDonald's or a Burger King, that's like your boss making you be the only person to manage this entire establishment. Can you imagine that being the only, for 8 to 9 hours especially? Can you do that? Can you honestly say that you can do that perfectly with no problems. Exactly. I know you can. And it's not nothing against your character. It's just, it's a lot to do. It's just something that's, you know, it's not meant for one person to do by themselves. So, oh, I'm talking a lot. So, you know what I mean, I'm doing this and he's getting a little bit snappy at me about all of this. And I'm like, look, man, I'm in training. You know what I mean? This is only my 3rd day. I can see if I've been here for like 6 months and, you know, I'm messing up. No, this is only my 3rd day. So I mean, honestly, there's so much shit that needs to be done. I can, like, there's a lot of stuff that needs to be done. I can't even tell you how much stuff needs to be done by closing, especially on a Saturday. So, you know, he asked me, he's like, you know, so, who's supposed to be, who trained you? And I gave the person's name. And he's like, oh, well, he sure as hell didn't do a good job. And I'm like, nigga, this is my 1st day. I mean, I'm tripping. Wow, this is my 3rd day. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not supposed to. What person you know can be in training for 3 days and know literally everything there is to know about an entire fast food joint? Now, mind you, there are probably some people out there like that. But, you know, I'm not that kind of person. Like I said, I'm new. I'm still learning the ropes. Now, I know, like I said, I know a lot of the stuff to do, but I don't know everything there is to know. So I'm like, nigga, you want to do this since, you know, you're quick to pass judgment on to me as if I'm supposed to know everything to do. Nigga, you could do this by yourself then, you know what I mean? Like, you could be the one that could be doing this since you got all this mouth and all this talk as if you have done it all like 1,000 times before. And you obviously have if you're a supervisor. So, you know what I'm saying? What's the problem? What's the problem, pimp? You can do it by yourself. Because since I'm obviously messing up, and mind you, I'm not gonna say I messed up, but there was some stuff that I needed help on. I just did it at a much slower rate because, you know, I'm still learning everything to do. There are certain things that you gotta do at certain times that, you know, and now mind you, another thing is that I don't know everything. I just know some things. So a lot of this stuff that was still being taught to me at the time, you know, I'm still learning. I'm still, you know, wrapping my head around this whole thing. So I'm like, hey man, like, for real, you know I'm in training. You know I'm still new. So you can get it by yourself, honestly. That's just how I look at it. You can get it by yourself. Because I ain't got to be here. I was supposed to get out at 10:30. It's 11 o'clock and I'm still here. I don't have to be here. You know what I mean? I can go. I can be gone. It's just that simple. Who's gonna fire me? You gonna fire me? Nah, nigga, it ain't like that. You ain't about to fire me. I know that much. You're not gonna fire me, because last time I checked, you have no authority over anything in here. All you are is a supervisor for the cafe, not Chick-fil-A. That's all me, pimp. So like I said, man, you know, after all that's happened, I was like, alright, well, you know what, I'm gone. There is some stuff that needs to be done, but like I said, I'm new. I'm not finna let this stress me out. I'm finna go. Peace. You know what I'm saying? So I left. And you know, I mean, I really wasn't really that mad. I wasn't really, I felt like, you know, there was nothing else that needed to be done because he started taking over a lot of the things that I was supposed to be doing. And I'm like, well, if you're going to catch your attitude and then do my job, you know, do my job for me, I'm like, all right, well, I'm out. I mean, what else am I going to do? He really wasn't really helping. All he was doing was just like, and that's the thing, it got to a point where I started just asking, you know, what else you need me to do? I'm just knocking stuff out, you know, left and right. And I'm like, you know, what do you need me to do? What do you need me to do? And he really wasn't even helping. He was just doing everything by himself. And, you know, I've said this 1,000 times. I'm new to this. You know, I'm still trying to learn the ropes and everything. And he just really, after a point, he really wasn't no help. So, I mean, what else am I going to do? Just stand there? No, I'm not about to just stand there. So I was like, you know, my ride's outside waiting. You know, I got to go. So just that fast, I got up and left. And that was it. I got home that day, that same night, and I started to feel like I was still feeling real sick. So then the next day, I went out with someone. I went to Fuji Steakhouse, and I had some of their rice, and that crap, it tastes like it was dipped in grease. It was just disgusting. And sure enough, I was officially sick to the point where I had to. You know, it wouldn't, throwing up would not come out, so I had to like kind of force myself to throw up. Like I had to go to the bathroom and stick my finger in the back of my throat to make myself throw up. Now mind you, that's just a really uncomfortable feeling, especially when you find out that you actually have to make yourself throw up. It was just real uncomfortable. I had a crazy migraine. I could not stand up for more than like 5 minutes without like literally falling over. I mean, it was just terrible. And I found out that, me, all this happened basically from me being just exposed to a lot of grease, eating it and stuff like that. And mind you, prior to this, I know it's not fast food, because prior to this I didn't have fast food for like the past 2 weeks. I was, sober from fast food or anything like that. And when I was at Chick-fil-A, I never ate from there because I just really didn't. I mean, their food isn't really appealing to me. I just don't really like it. So after all that, mainly the reason why I quit is because honestly, I just can't be around the grease and all that. Just being in the general area of it, honest to God, it just makes me sick. It makes me sick. And I'm not gonna let one person stop me from making money. That's just not gonna happen. But it was just the grease that it just makes me sick. I wish I didn't have to leave, but I mean, hey, God makes things happen for a reason. And this commentary was a lot longer than I thought it was gonna be. But things happen for a reason. Sometimes we just, sometimes shit just happens. Anybody who, yeah, I mean, it's just that simple, honestly. It has nothing to do with anybody who has anything to do with anything. It's just how life is. Stuff just happens. We live and we move on. So, I mean, after all that, it was a pretty good experience, learning some new things and learning the ropes to how to do this and how to do that. It was pretty cool to learn some of this stuff, but hey, it didn't work out. Kind of wish it did in the end, but it was nice to get that experience under my belt. And I mean, the pay was good. That was also another great thing about it. But obviously, I can't be somewhere where I'm going to be sick, because I don't go to work to throw up. You know what I mean? I don't go to work to be sick. I go to work to work. That's the whole point of it. So, yeah, that's my entire story. That's why I've been gone for so long. And I mean, honestly, I could not stand up. I couldn't sit in this chair to make a video. I mean, I can sit on the game for probably like an hour, maybe an hour, and that's maybe an hour. That was if that. And I just wanted to, whenever I make videos, I like to be on the top of my game, to be able to tell stories or just perform at the highest level that I know how to. And I just couldn't do that while I was sick. But hopefully I don't get sick again. And it's really rare that I get sick. The last time I got sick was when I was 13. I'm now 19. So yeah, that was my story. That's why I've been gone for some time. And that's pretty much it. So I want to thank you guys for listening to me ramble and complain and listening to this story. I appreciate you guys' support. I really do. I'm almost at 3K views or 2K views. One of the two. I don't know how. I should know this type of shit. But I don't know which one I'm at. I just know that I'm about to reach a pretty nice milestone for my channel in particular. So I want to thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. And as always, have a wonderful day. Peace. And don't ever work at Chick-fil-A. Bye. I'm just kidding.